How do you improve yourself if you don't know who you are? How do you focus on being a better person when you hate who you are? When you can't even name yourself with the names that comes from the motherland. You name yourself African, black, colored, Afro-American, African-American, and every name that generate a culture that blends in with another race, and then say you're African. Without Igbo, Yoruba, Benin, Hausa, Wolof, the language Senegalese, the nationality. What about Zulu, Burkina Faso? All the different names I can't even name right now. And there are thousands of them. They have a language, a culture, a history. And do you know the same people who know this will say, oh, that's, well, no, we just say Africans in generalize. You can't generalize a nation. Otherwise, the whole continent of Kush, Nubia, would be one race. So you cannot put everybody in the same category. They speak languages, and they don't understand other languages. They are completely different from one another. So how are you sitting here telling me you're African when that's not a real name? Or you're black? And you run with it like it's a piece of good cake that you just got from the table, and you're so happy. And this cake could go to the village and make everybody eat and everybody healthy. No, not true. Why do you all continue to perpetuate the lie? Caucasians do not love you or respect you nor acknowledge you as a civilized advanced race. They see you as someone need to be killed, eradicated, and taken off the planet. That's why they are known as racists. Racists define a person who want to eradicate the very existence of your being off the face of the earth. That's why they still allow pictures to be shown of people of color being hung on trees, burned alive, and a whole bunch of Caucasians in suits and ties. And they Sunday best out there to see the picnic of you getting hung and killed. The short term for picnic is long term, pick a nigga, hang them, and eat and have a festival afterwards. And you still worship these motherfuckers. You value their school, their education, their religion, and everything. Now, any other race, aside from people of color, will see you motherfuckers as the craziest people on the planet. And you still support them. After all that is relevant, you still talk about but. But how? Well, I'm not racist. Why don't you get a little love? Why don't you do a little pray? You know Jesus loves you. All this crazy shit. That's called cooning. Cooning. Because none of that shit you talk about is true. None of that shit is real. And none of that shit will help you elevate to a higher level. Now you sit here trying to judge and find fault in me when I'm telling you the truth and I'm giving you logical facts. Why is it so hard for you to believe me? Why is it so hard for you to understand where I'm coming from? Why is it so hard for you to depict what I'm saying and see it's the truth, know it's the truth, and try to make a difference? Separation is the best thing for people of color who's about something to do. Economic is the best thing for people of color to do with their own economics, not taking any notation, any fellowship, any teachings, any learning from Caucasians. You have to stop learning from them. You have to stop listening to them. You have to stop believing in them. You have to stop associating with them. You have to stop. You have to cold turkey. Whether you're married to them, you have children, let it all go. Because until you do that, you will never be free mentally, physically, or spiritually.